I never imagined my life would take this turn. The woman I married, the one I thought was my everything, was hiding a secret that would shake the very foundation of our relationship. Mia told me she was pregnant, and I should have been overjoyed. We had been trying for a baby for years, and I had always dreamed of this moment. But as she sat me down, her hands trembling as she clutched a glass of water, there was no happiness in her eyes, only fear. "I'm pregnant," she whispered, barely loud enough to hear. For a brief moment, hope flickered inside me, but it vanished just as quickly. The fear in her eyes spoke louder than her words. Then she added, her voice unsteady, "I need to tell you something else." The next word she spoke shattered my world. "The baby isn't yours." It felt like the ground had been pulled from beneath me. The silence that followed was deafening, each word cutting deeper than the last. She confessed that she had been having an affair with a man from her office. I had met him once at a company party. He was charming, confident, and now he was the father of her child. "I'm sorry," Mia sobbed, tears streaming down her face. "It was a mistake. But I love you. I need you. We can get through this." I couldn't speak. My heart felt like it was caving in, and a storm of emotions raged inside me. But what she said next hit even harder. "If you love me, you'll accept this baby as your own. If not—" She hesitated, swallowing hard. "Then forget about me. Forget about us." Her words stung even more than the betrayal itself. Was this love, or was it manipulation? I stared at her, searching for the woman I had once known, but all I saw was a stranger. The aftermath, the following weeks were unbearable. I told no one. How could I? It was a betrayal too deep, too painful to share. I tried everything, counseling, prayer, even blaming myself. Had I been too consumed with work? Had I neglected her? But then I realized something important. Love should never feel like a burden. It shouldn't require you to sacrifice your self-respect or carry someone else's mistakes. One evening, as the sky burned with hues of orange and purple, I made my decision. "I can't do this," I said, my voice steady despite the turmoil inside me. "I can't pretend this is okay. I can't raise a child that isn't mine, not under these circumstances. I'm filing for divorce." Mia's face crumbled, tears falling like rain. "You're just going to leave? After everything we've been through?" "Yes," I replied, my voice firm despite the pain. "Everything we've been through doesn't erase what you did. And it doesn't change the fact that you gave me an ultimatum instead of a choice. Moving on." The weeks that followed were a blur. Lawyers, paperwork, dividing assets. It all felt cold and impersonal. Mia, once confident and composed, was now a wreck. She begged me to stay, promised to cut ties with the other man. "Please, Alex," she pleaded during one of our final conversations. "Don't leave me. I made a mistake. I can't do this without you." I exhaled, feeling the weight of her words. "You already did it without me," I said. "This wasn't a mistake, Mia. It was a choice. And now I'm making mine." It wasn't easy. There were nights when doubt crept in, when memories of our love haunted me, tempting me to reconsider. But each time I reminded myself, love without trust isn't love at all. Mia eventually gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Though he wasn't mine, I saw pictures of him online through mutual friends. She named him after her father, a man who had never liked me. A bitter irony. As for me, I started over. It wasn't dramatic or glamorous. It was slow, quiet, and filled with small victories. I found joy in little things. Hiking trails I had always wanted to explore, reading books I had put off, reconnecting with old friends. One day, a mutual friend reached out. "Mia's struggling," they said. "She's asking about you. Says she still loves you." I thanked them for the update and carried on with my day. Mia's struggles were hers to face, just as my healing had been mine. The truth is, I did love her, once, deeply, Completely. But love doesn't always mean staying. Sometimes it means knowing when to let go. So, I close that chapter, not with anger or resentment, but with understanding. Because some storms aren't meant to be weathered. They're meant to cleanse you, so you can begin anew,